wait and enjoy the saga. Better pay, give me more them dollars. Still on the grind, ahead of my time. My yesterdays are yo mananas. Trip to Hawaii to bust out the haka. I bust out the haka. I bust out the ooh. When there's nothing to do. Never been capping, you know that it's true. Haters are climbing your river like boo. Breaking their hearts and breaking the rules. 10 out of 10, I'm feeling like 2. I ain't tripping, this is easy. Got them excited to meet me. I got diamonds, you got CZs. Wake up, get to it, and repeat. Hey, I ain't hear nothing haters say. Let them talk about us. My whole crew is about 100 deep. Gotta walk around it. I kill it and then I walk away. Put the chalk around it. I just get low key and watch them talk about it. Yeah.
First opened in 2002, there's a look inside Ford Field here in downtown Detroit, the Motor City. Today we've got a Week 8 matchup on tap here, as it'll be the Seattle Seahawks taking on the Detroit Lions. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Drive starts with a run from Gibbs. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. 2nd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively, because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
And this one also slow in developing as he's maybe getting back here to the line of scrimmage, but not much more than that. When you talk about this Seahawk defense, against the pass, they've had some issues, ranked number 23 in the NFL right now.
And even though that's not the greatest ranking in the world, one thing you can say, they get after the quarterback. They're in the top 10 in the league in sacks.
And now the Seahawks are going to take a timeout here on defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Little trouble thus far on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 11. He'll look to throw. And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. And that'll bring up 4th down on the big sack with a loss of 5. Here's Jack Fox now. Back deep for the Seahawks, Tyler Lockett. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Come out throwing here to start the drive. Can't get away, and he's taken down. Aleem McNeil, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. They'll look to throw. They'll let this go deep for Smith and Jigba. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. And Charles, you look at this defense, they were a very loose group coming into the week, knowing they kind of had the upper hand going into this one, taking on a team that hasn't won in a month and a half.
And that works well for you if you establish your dominance early in the game against a team that's struggling. But if somehow they fashion some plays together early, knock them back on their heels, that looseness can be used against them. Then they're trying to scramble to make sure they get their game right.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. They went 3 and out on their first drive. Things already looking better here. 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
Well, he certainly didn't like what he saw all from the coverage on his primary reads, and he didn't even have any luck trying to get back to his safety valve. Give defense a credit. Coverage was in lockdown mode everywhere.
On 2nd down, here's Gibbs. And able to get him inside the 5 here, just inside the 5 without the 4. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Here's a quick throw right side. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. 4th down to give to Gibbs. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Jahmyr Gibbs with career touchdown number 60. And the Lions use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. But no run back here. Fair catch, and this will come out to the 25. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
It's a gain of 35. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now back to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. How to get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. Aiden Hutchinson coming in to drop it for a loss of 8, and it also brings up 4th. On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Devin Witherspoon. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line. Okay, ready? A man who played collegiately over in East Lansing, it's Kenneth Walker III. Javon Holland coming up to make the stop.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Sticking with Walker on second down.
And he's eaten up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to 16.
Well, they were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Smith and Jigba in motion right. On 3rd down, here's Walker. And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
They'll try and run the option. And this is going to come up well short as they stop him on 4th down. The Seahawks go for it but can't convert. And the Lions in a design QB run in that spot, maybe trying to catch the defense off guard a bit. It didn't work, though.
Again, we're seeing that college influence come into the NFL. Quarterback run game on 4th down. We didn't see that very much in the previous years in the NFL.
No, seeing it more. Saw it there. Did not work out. Turnover on down. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he's going to be ridden out of bounds down inside the 25. A big play there for Detroit. 58 yards. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. The Lions at 6-1 now through 7 weeks of the season. And they've been playing their best football of the year. Winners of 4 in a row.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
Well, every point certainly counts at this stage of the game. But after driving so far, you absolutely know they want to finish it with 6 instead of 3.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. St. Brown motioning left. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. That's to the tight end, Laporta. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence. And that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
After 7-0 on EA Sports. They'll run with Gibbs. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down.
He's already found the end zone once in this half, and they do a nice job there pushing him backwards and denied his bid for a 2nd score.
So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's 2nd and goal. Again, it's Gibbs. And able to get him inside the 5 here, just inside the 5 or about the 4. 7 big yards on the carry there to get him within range of the goal line with 3rd down upcoming.
When you look at the geography we're staring at, this part of the field, don't you always think of big backs carrying the football, bruisers trying to pound it in instead?
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Jahmyr Gibbs, his 5th rushing touchdown Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll make the score 14-0. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And he'll elect not to run with it. The fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36.
10 yards on the pickup. Buffalo 18! 18, Pioneer! Hurt!
On second down, it's Walker.
Second and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on third down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
Walker now on 1st and 10. Taken down on the play by Aiden Hutchinson.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
This defense is going to have to finish the job. There's still a second half that they have to play. But so far, an absolute total effort. They've disrupted the passing game, stressed the pocket for the quarterback. They forced him into errant throws. Everything they're doing has been executed well.
Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And the Lions are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, they could really put them in. There he goes, left side. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 54 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. They'll go again with Gibbs. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. It's another first down as this time they get an even 20. Straight ahead with Gibbs here. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What, is it 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they'll get to that end zone real fast.
And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Gibbs trying to get to the goal line, but he's going to be stopped just short at the 1. They're knocking on the door as they come to the line here on 3rd and goal from the 1. Now they bring a receiver in motion right. They'll try to run with Gibbs. And that one going nowhere off from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4th.
That was the kind of play that this defense needed because it has not been a good half for them on that side of the football. Maybe they can use that one to regroup a little bit and start to play a little bit better.
Now the Lions, they send out the field goal unit here. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they stop it prior to what will be an important 4th down. Now on 4th down, out comes the field goal unit here. And his kick is good.
So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Aidan Hutchinson. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half.
And he continues, Charles, to be under constant pressure. And these sacks, they're starting to pile up.
And if they want to have a realistic chance in this one, they've got to change their blocking assignments. They've got to do a better job to keep him upright. If he's going to be on the deck constantly, they've got no chance to win this game.
70 Rangers, 70 Rangers.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He lets it fly for Lockett. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Trying to get something positive to happen here before the break, and they sure need it. They went for the big one, but it winds up incomplete.
And here's Dixon to punt now as he gets this one away.
And where did this one go out? Not good. Let's see. They're going to say inside the 35-yard line. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. He was true on his first. This a tough one from 49 yards away. And this one is right through. And that will do it for this first half. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Seahawks trailing, but they will have possession first here as we resume action in the 3rd quarter.
The fair catch taken short of the goal line, and they'll begin this 3rd quarter at their own 25.
And now the Lions going to stop us momentarily as they call a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter.
Okay, break.
Third quarter begins with a run by Walker. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
We think, Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A second down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
A third down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up.
And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. It's a big play there for Seattle. 51 yards. The defense, they weren't fooled on that post route. They just couldn't make the play.
And the offense definitely tried to fool them because you saw the other route combinations, didn't you? Anything that they were running trying to draw attention away from the deep part of the field, but still.
And it's out. He put it on the carpet. Oh, and one of the linebackers has got it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. A little careless with the football, and he also had a fumble loss last week, didn't he?
He certainly did, and when I'm watching him play, the one thing that comes to mind is always remember, traffic, turbulence, people around you, 2 hands. Get 2 hands on the ball. Grip it tight. I know it looks cool to have it in one hand, but put it away, tuck it away, because you've got to take care of the ball.
And they'll send Williams in motion right. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is a defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Looking to throw. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9.
Loss of 10 as multiple defenders get to him.
The lessons will continue, but this rookie, he's got to learn how to read situations just a little bit better. That far behind the line, he's got to find a way to get rid of the football and not take the sack, whether it's with his legs or just throwing it away.
And that's good for a gain of 6, and it'll be 4th down.
I think that call was made not so much to try and get the first down, although they would have taken it if they could have gotten it, but to give their punter a little bit of space and try and help out their defense.
Yeah, they got the safe completion on 3rd. Here comes the Lions punter now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. Now it's Lockett. Nearly a huge return, as it is. Still a very good one. 24 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Hey, smash Broncos!
2nd and 1. And he's got his tight end. It's Mike Gesicki. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. First down, Seattle, 16 yards, the gain there. They'll set up to throw. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Mike Gesicki, his 2nd touchdown on the season.
And the Seahawks are able to make some inroads here to that deficit.
And it's no good. Oh, he misses the extra point, and our score stays right where it is. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive.
These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. He may go. Touchdown, Detroit. Jahmyr Gibbs with his 3rd touchdown of the ball game, number 12 on the season. And the Lions are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
Letting one fly deep for Cooper. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for him. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw.
Smith and Jigba with the grab.
So no gain on the play. And that's going to make it 4th down.
Excuse my snarkiness here, but isn't the idea of completing a pass supposed to mean you get downfield and gain yards?
Especially on 3rd down.
Yeah, that one. How about the defense? Figured that one out in a big way. Yeah, they completed it all right and lost yardage.
19 tight.
They'll try and throw for it here. And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way with the football. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Lions will get the football back in terrific field position. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down.
Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. Picked off by Devin Witherspoon. And the Seahawks are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
A kind of a lucky break on the prior drive, Charles. The turnover on downs that the offense had didn't come back to bite them after the other side. Their defense came through, was able to hold them without any points.
I would agree with you, partner. A little bit of a lucky break indeed, but you know what they'd say to us? No luck, just pure skill. We rose to the challenge, and we didn't permit a score. That's how we roll.
Well, I'm kind of curious, Charles, if they might temper their aggressiveness now offensively if they get in that 4th down spot again.
Yeah, one would think so, but maybe because they held them, they might go for it again.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18.
Hurt! Right there, hurt!
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw.
Oh, and that is incomplete.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Looking deep in the direction of Cooper. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. And the Lions will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They'll start following the interception in great field position at the 45. A good start to the drive. Here's that's caught out on the left side. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Looking for London on the out route complete. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. 18 yards there. They'll be first and goal. They're going to look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And in for the Lions, touchdown. Sam Laporta, a 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Lions have opened up a 4-touchdown lead here in the fourth. Extra point right down the middle. And that'll increase their lead to 28. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case. It'll be a loss of 10, and it'll bring up second.
Check smash.
Back to throw here. They'll get this to his tight end, Gesicki. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 23 yards the pickup there.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Multiple defenders get to him there, and that is the 6th time he's been sacked in this ballgame.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down.
Up the middle, here's Walker.
And he'll be tackled just past the 35 at the 36.
61 yards rushing for him now to this point.
The Seahawks on third down. Just one conversion in 8 tries. Not good. This is third down and 12. And he's going to come up a few yards short. Brought down at the 45. And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48. And quickly they get to the line. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And the defense loses him. It's complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. Amari Cooper, 52 yards.
And the Seahawks get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit.
They're going to try and run. And he'll get in. And they're going to draw themselves 2 points closer. So they kept it on the ground, got it into the end zone. But Charles, sometimes you probably see teams treat a two-point conversion differently than if it was first and goal from the 2, or I should say third and goal from the 2.
I agree with you totally on that. A lot of teams treat it as if they have farther to go and shy away from running the football. I think this is a great spot to do it because most teams play you for the pass. Go ahead and run and let your linemen surge and fire out.
On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs.
Even with the good footwork, he'll be stopped just inside the 35-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Another run for Gibbs here.
They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. 2 yards the loss, and now they go from 2nd and 2 to a tough 3rd and 4. He'll look to throw.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far.
Picked off by Jamal Adams.
And the Seahawks are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown. Now the try here for the point after. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away.
The no run back here, fair catch, and this will come out to the 25.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Back to throw now on 1st down.
Well, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is...
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And the Lions are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day, because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
He's got it at the 15. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Charles, that's a pretty good response from a rookie quarterback. He's had his struggles in this game, including the interception on the last drive, but there he takes him down the field and puts it in the end zone.
I agree with everything you just said right there, and there's a silver lining to all of this, his resiliency. Because let's face it, when things are going bad and you're a youngster, they often continue to go bad. But in his mind and his actions, he said, this stops right here. And how about the positive play he just turned in?
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And now here's another interception.
Down the right sideline. Well, they've got the huge lead. Now they have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road. It helps seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
Now whistles and a flag down. Looked like one of the Lions linemen might have moved. The false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15.
And off to Gibbs, headed right here.
And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line.
178 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
That was huge after being behind the chains on first down to make this second very manageable.
Yeah, how much pride do you have in an offense on first down to get that kind of yardage? Because it actually opens up your playbook on second down. You can run it, you can throw it, you keep a defense off balance. I like that phrase, staying ahead of the chains, and they're doing exactly that.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, they're